exactly what I had said at Madlanga, that she took things that belong somewhere else and she put it somewhere else. If they broke the law, they must be held accountable, but hold them accountable on the correct structure of government. Don't misplace it. Don't go to the media and talk about it and grandstand about it. Take it to the Joint Standing Committee and say, I demand that there must be accountability here. But if you're going to take it out of that structure into another platform, and you make allegations that are unfounded about the members of crime intelligence, the members of crime intelligence are going to be forced to defend themselves. And the only best way to defend themselves is to speak the truth. And when they come with the truth, majority of you will not be able to stomach it. This country is going to burn. They've been paraded as criminals in front of international TV. They were paraded when they were arrested. They were branded as bad people by these members of this committee. But they know the truth. They have evidence, Honorable Chair. If they were to present it, it would be a press briefing that would be worse than what Mkhwanazi did. We have family members of the Zulus of this world that are still controlling gadgets that are listening to all of you at crime intelligence. And that's what Kumar is trying to fix. What does he get in return? No, leave this thing alone. You are the bad one. Go to the media tomorrow, honorable member, and say things again. I'm going to come with another evidence. The second question, honorable members, on 239 and NSM 14, question 3617. This question was asked in June this year. And in June this year, Ms. Barnard was sworn in as a member of the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence. She asked this question, and here she wanted to know about the investigation report that was undertaken by Inspector General of Intelligence. I don't want to say this perhaps is part of, is that report that ended up being spoken about by News 24, but here's a question in Parliament asking about the report, and News 24 writes about that report. They put the report out publicly. So she was asking about this report, whether the minister will finish her with a copy of this IG report and the findings thereof, and whether the report and findings implicated senior SAPS officials in any suspected criminal activity, and whether SAPS members are currently under criminal investigation in relation to the specific matter. Again, the response on this by the National Commission was that it is recommended the question be referred to the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence as it relates to the sensitive matters that are dealt with by the JCI as the Parliamentary Oversight Committee of the country's intelligence services. I invite you to another question, Honorable Chair and honorable members. The question number 3409, the same question that comes from Ms. Barnard. These questions were written to the police as part of the Portfolio Committee of Police, which is dealing with open account. And these questions are asked by the person who's already taken an oath at the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence, but she's asking in the wrong committee about this. Exactly what I had said at Madlanga, that she took things that belong somewhere else and she put it somewhere else. So these are the evidence. Honorable Chair, honorable members, this question 3409 is asking specifically about the buildings that crime intelligence have purchased. And she wants to know the details about that. And the period that she's referring to is a period when Jaro Kumalo was in the office, which is a 2023-2024 financial year, and the years subsequent to that. And she asked whether the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure was approached about using buildings which are already owned by the state. And she also wanted to know where the building is going to be used for. She wants to know, through the open committee, what is crime intelligence going to use these buildings for in each province. The response again, Honorable Chair, honorable members, from the National Commissioner, which is dated the 28th of June, just a week before my public address. that given that the question relates to sensitive matters, it is recommended that this matter be referred to the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence, the Parliamentary Oversight Board in respect of all intelligence services, including the Crime Intelligence Division of the South African Police Service. Honorable Chair and honorable members, this is just but, I repeat, this is just but an examples of the things that we're putting before you. There's other evidence that we have in our disposal that we don't think is necessary to put them here because they belong to the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence. I've said it before, that examples we're going to cite a few. We cite example, the member goes to the media and challenges us, and we have to then provide further examples. Honorable Chair and honorable members, I've said it before when I presented at the commission, which is my statement is a reference to, that crime intelligence have got their own ways of operations that don't 100% conform to the norm that we all know and understand. How they acquire a facility, they do not acquire a facility through public works. And Honorable Konapanat knows that because she's been in this committee for that long. The crime intelligence have been leasing buildings as safe houses. They've been leasing properties. And some of these properties, Honorable Chair and members, and I'm not inviting you to go deeper to finding out because it's not within your space, it's within the Joint Standing Committee. But you will be shocked of some of these properties that we've been leasing as a South African Police Service, crime intelligence. Who do they belong to, number one? And whether they are used for what they are leased for. In government in general, the lease of a facility, it's a public works responsibility. But crime intelligence has been leasing buildings from as far back as I could remember. And there's never been issues about that. The matter of fact, Honorable Chair and members, some of the members within crime intelligence have benefited from the leasing of their own facilities to crime intelligence. The same members that are feeding the members of Parliament as if the purchase of this property is irregular. I've said it before, I don't work at crime intelligence. If the purchase of properties is irregular, then definitely the head of crime intelligence and the National Commission must be held accountable. If they broke the law, they must be held accountable, but hold them accountable on the correct structure of government. Don't misplace it. Don't go to the media and talk about it and grandstand about it. Take it to the Joint Standing Committee and say, I demand that there must be accountability here because this is done wrong. And then for sure, that action is going to be taken. But if you're going to take it out of that structure into another platform, and you make allegations that are unfounded about the members of crime intelligence, the risk with that, which I repeat before this committee, is that the members of crime intelligence are going to be forced to defend themselves. And the only best way to defend themselves is to speak the truth. And when they come with the truth, majority of you will not be able to stomach it. This country is going to burn. Because there are top secret things that should not be discussed in public life. So if you make the members look bad, they're going to counter the human beings. They've got families, they've got friends. They've been paraded as criminals in front of international TV. They were paraded when they were arrested. They were branded as bad people by these members of this committee, of this parliament, some of them. They kept quiet. But they know the truth. They have evidence, Honorable Chair, conventional or otherwise, that they have, which if they were to present it, it would be a press briefing that would be worse than what Mkhwanazi did. So I needed to prevent that by warning that let's not hold back and allow that the very same executive authorities, parliamentarians, participate in the wrong. Honorable Chair, if you were to ask me, I will say maybe we must close down crime intelligence, remove everyone that is there, and start afresh, if you will. Because I know names within crime intelligence that are bad. They were there in 2011. They are still there today. We have family members of the Zulus of this world that are still controlling gadgets that are listening to all of you at committee. And that's what Khumalo is trying to fix. What does he get in return? No, leave this thing alone. You are the bad one. And other members are comfortable because, yeah, well, I'm not going to talk about benefits that comes with it. So Honorable Chair, members, you'll forgive me, but I feel that these things that we've put on this statement is just a tip of the iceberg. Go to the media tomorrow, honorable member, and say things again. I'm going to come with another evidence. Yes, my submission.